automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
They picking, snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like.
It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, so the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all. tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. And I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Down.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
26 is the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Raiders 7, Colts nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, so, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Colts' 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
17-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
1st down, Raiders.
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return, Tremont Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
40-yard line.
Here's Marlon Mack. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
He's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Colts 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
34-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the safety creep. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
26.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss in 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
24-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts 10.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Here we go. 58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll run here with Mack, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll go again here with Mack, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where you're...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reception here by Ruggs.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ben Banagoo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 2nd down.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Another carry for the
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
5-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Las Vegas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move.